This is Eric. Unfortunately, I built this helmet, and after I did it, I noticed that the camera was set on time lapse, so it was a 31-second video. I'm kind of glad I did it because I really had some issues, but basically I'll walk you through the steps I did. I had the lens, and what I did was I stuck it inside the helmet like this. Inside the face piece, and I drew this shape where your nose is going to be. So then I pulled it out and I trimmed it with my shears. I trimmed it off so I had this shape so it fits on your nose. Okay. I installed the rubber brow. I trimmed it so it fit. And the reason I do that first is so when I put the helmet together, like so, I get the right gap. I take a clamp, I stick it through the eye, and I clamp both eyes into place where I want them. Like so. Just holding it to where I want it. Then I drill a hole right in the front part of the round part of the ear. I drill all the way through on both sides. Okay. And then I'm going to pull it apart. Take my rivets. I'll need 4 of them. 4 back plates. And I use a little bit longer rivet. I don't use the short version. And I always make sure I use a backing plate. And I'll take my lens, I'll put it back inside the helmet like so. I'll find where those holes that I drilled in there, and I'll mark them with a Sharpie. Okay, I'll pull it out. I'll drill where I had the holes, both sides. Then I'm going to put my helmet back together. And I stick the lens back inside. It's actually a little tricky to do it. And I'll take my rivet and I'll put it together. I lost my rivet. I got to get my rivet gun out. So I'll take my rivet. Somebody must be here because the dogs are barking. Should I say my daughter's dogs are barking? I stick it through the helmet, the face piece, and the lens. And then I rivet it. Do the same thing on the other side. Stick the rivet through the helmet, the face piece, hole, and the lens. Okay, I gotta find my rivet that I dropped. So right now we're looking like this. Lift that back up. Again, remember we drilled 2 more holes. And I drilled them down a little bit lower, right on the, close to the edge of the back of the cap near the helmet there, or the face piece, and then I'm going to rivet that together. Why I do that is it keeps it from moving, and it keeps it in the position you want it. Do that on both sides. Okay. So your helmet turns out like that. Now you'll notice there's a kind of a big cut here, and I've noticed that on a lot of the kids' ones that I've done. I don't know if these are just over trimmed or what, but when you put your ear on, your ear is going to cover down quite a bit, and you actually, if you look in here, your kid can't get his head in there, so you're going to be trimming a lot of this away anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Your ear's going to come down and cover right here, and you're going to trim that even with the ear all the way around. So the next video, basically, we're going to be trimming the ears out, and then we'll install the ears, and then you could go and do your decals and your painting. But as you can see, the helmet's pretty much together. It's a kid's helmet. Again, don't worry about this part because the ears will cover that hole, and then you're going to trim evenly. But it's really not that tough to put that together, and we'll see you on the next video when we do the ears. Have a good day, and thanks again, Walt.